Hey guys, welcome to week whatever it is now. I like the way how everyone's doing that now. Like, whatever, fuck it. On Wednesdays, as always, it's me, Tom. The movie that I've chosen to review today is something all the way back from 1990. I bought it on Blu-ray because it was super cheap at work, and just... Hold on. There we go. And just, it's been years upon years since I've seen this movie. And just... I figured I'd give it another go, because for $10, really, you're not going to lose, especially if you buy it on Blu-ray. So the movie in question I've chosen to review today is Scissorhands, all the way back from 1990, starring Johnny Depp, Vincent Price, Winona Ryder, Alan Arkin, Diane Wiest, Anthony Michael Hall. So basically what's going on in this movie is this old inventor, Vincent Price, decides he wants to make this guy a son. So he gives him everything. He gives him a heart, brain, eyes, feelings. Just one thing he doesn't do is he doesn't give him hands. And the reason why is because, like, you understand that he was going to give Edward hands, but just he died before he could, so he left Edward with scissor hands. So basically what's going on is it's predominantly centered on this really suburbanite community. I mean, it is meticulous how, like, the houses are all painted in a row and have a color scheme to them. Even their cars, if you watch it, if you live in like a pink house, you drive a green car. If you live in a blue house, you drive a yellow car. All this stuff is stuff that Tim Burton thought out beforehand. It's not just done just because. And so, basically, in the suburbanite community, there's this family. Diane Wiest is a mother there, so she's a local Avon lady. She goes out one day trying to sell her stuff, and no one's buying. So she sees this old Gothic, pretty much castle up on this hill. She decides to go up there and try to sell her stuff. So as she goes up there, she enters through the main gate and just sees this amazing garden just full of these amazing hedge sculptures. And as she's looking around, she sees this man in the window. He just flashes by, and so she goes upstairs, because she's like, hey, maybe I can try to make a sale. So she goes all the way upstairs to the attic. She finds Edward, and she's frightened by him because, granted, scissors for hands, kind of understandable. So basically, from there, the movie takes off into her bringing Edward down to the community to integrate him and get him to pretty much understand what real life is like. And Edward falls for her daughter, played by Winona Ryder, Kimberly, but just she has a boyfriend played by Anthony Michael Hall. So I want to bring up a couple things about this movie. First of all, this movie is pretty unique. I'll give it that. There is a little bit of Tim Burton magic behind this movie, because in every Tim Burton movie there is a certain bit of his own magic. Because the thing about Tim Burton is he's such a director that just goes for almost like the magic and wonder in us all, which is good at times, but just I find he does it too much, And another main thing that I really want to bring up about this movie is that Tim Burton relies so much on music in this movie, to the point where it's almost sickening. I mean, he has these great wide cinematic shots, and also Winona is twirling and dancing, and I understand why he uses it, yes, but just I'm kind of wondering, could it be the same without that music? Because sometimes I think it would have been so beautiful just to see her dancing around, there being no music, and now we're just cutting the ice sculpture of her. It could have been so beautiful. Not saying that's a bad scene, but just he relies too much on music to make a point in a scene, and I really think if Tim Burton stepped back and understood you don't always need music, because music is pretty much a comfort for the audience. Once you take away the music, it becomes real. Even in something like Jaws, where the music's coming, but you know it's going to happen, it's going to happen. You take away that music, you have no idea what the hell is happening. But in the same hand, though, the soundtrack is very, very well done. Danny Elfman always does a good job in everything he does, but I wish Tim Burton would understand that he doesn't need to rely so heavily on a soundtrack. The acting in this movie is superb. I don't like Johnny Depp, but him as Edward Scissorhands, there's almost a childlike wonder in him. He doesn't understand how to function in the real world, so everything for him is fresh and new, and he's excited to be there. He wants to experience stuff. And so him learning all this stuff, know what's good, what's bad, what's acceptable, what's not, it's very, very cute to see. Diane Wiest is amazing as a mother. She always has this whole, suburbanite, nothing's really wrong here in the family. Alan Arkin is hilarious as the dad. He has this whole entire, I'm the man of the house, but I really don't care. Or very, I'm going to teach you a lesson. This is how it's going to go. You ready? Winona Ryder she's okay in this. I mean, for me, she's the weakest in the whole movie. Anthony Michael Hall is great as the asshole antagonist. He's really good. Definitely check it out. And everyone in the community, all the females, oh my God, each and every one of them is great in their own respect. The woman who plays Joan is just amazing. Joyce. Sorry, she's just amazing. She's the one who tries to sex up Edward in the beauty salon. But overall, I think Tim Burton had something special here when he wrote it. But just my biggest complaint is that he relies too much on the music in this movie and in his other movies. And just this one, it's so prominent, The use of color is also very important in this movie, too. If you watch it, it's not like Suspiria important, but definitely is important to the overall theme and feel of the community. And also the time frame that he's trying to set it in. It's very, very... It's well done, but just at the same time, though, you know why he's doing it. So I have to give Ever Scissorhands a rating out of 10. I would definitely give it probably a 7 or 6, because granted, it is a good movie. Just I'm not the biggest fan of Tim Burton, and I noticed some of the flaws in here that a lot of people probably overlook because a lot of people love this movie, and I don't have a problem with that. If you love this movie, you love this movie, flat out. It's all good, but just for me, it's just not my cup of tea. So there you guys go. Thanks a lot for watching and subscribing. Matt is up tomorrow, and I will catch you guys in a week's time. Later.